So how did African leaders fail Mugabe?
They failed him because after he was given those sanctions, no one defended him to say that he was speaking for the African people. Yes. And those sanctions, actually, when you look at the detailing of them, it said countries were not allowed to do trade with Zimbabwe, whether here the neighboring countries or any other countries. So you can imagine you are a landlocked country and then you're not allowed to do trade with your neighbors. What's going to happen? And your neighbors themselves are not even defending you, even though you were trying to defend the rights of the very people. Because Mugabe lived with those people, like people like Kaunda. These are people that lived and they faced the brutality of the white man. And for some reason, 50 years later, we want to be bureaucratic about it. We want to pretend to say, no, we are good people. We want to just sit at the table and discuss with you. We don't want to sit at, for me, I want to say it there and say, discuss with we don't want to sit at the table and discuss anymore. The best you can do is let us live by ourselves. Let us govern ourselves. Don't come to our bedroom issues and then you want to sit in those issues as well and be like, oh, we want to help. We don't. You've tried to help. Your help is not really help because you're trying to kill us, so we don't want it anymore. Stay where you are. We stay where we are. And this is what Mugabe was talking about. He said, we don't want to fight you. And this is the problem. Every time when you speak of African interests, it seems you're trying to declare an act of war. But no, it's not an act of war. We're just saying we are tired. Leave us now from here. If we have to crawl to our own liberation, we will crawl. We will crawl until we learn to walk, until we can fly, but on our own terms. We don't want you coming in our meetings and telling us, oh, this is how you walk. Bruh, you've been walking, we've been seeing you, that is fine. We will learn to do it our own way as well. Like, and this is what I'm saying, like, even the AU in itself, after all of these years, 10 years, they have failed to even ask for reparations for the African continent. Like, we are casualties of a war. We are casualties of slave trade. We are casualties of colonization. Where are our reparations? But then it comes back again and says, no, this is funding. They are actually borrowing us money. They are helping us. No, they're not. And even the same funding in itself, when it comes in as aid or when it comes in as like assistance or whatever they want to call it, or loans and everything, that's just crippling us even more and making us seem like, oh, as Africans, we can't do anything by ourselves. But we can. We have a lot of minerals. And even if they were to say, okay, you know what, we're not going to give you money anymore. And this is what Magufuli was fighting against before his death. He spoke about him not wanting aid from the West anymore. He said, and the funny part is, I remember, I think there was a minister from Netherlands or something. She was actually upset that Magufuli didn't want their money. He just said, we don't want your aid anymore because you are crippling us. If you keep on giving us money, we won't find ways. We are not going to be able as a people to find ways to find our own money, to generate our own money. We don't want your money. But guess what? Magufuli was named enemy number 1 because he doesn't want aid. Why are you forcing people to take your money? Meaning your money is not coming with the right agendas. Your money is tied to something.
Oh, you are now making me think about Eurobonds that you had in this country.
All he said was, we don't want your money. That's all Magufuli said. He did not say we want to fight the West. He did not say we are picking up arms and destroying and conquering the West. He did not say any of that. He just said, we don't want your money. Keep your aid. Keep your funding. Because we know you owe us that money. You took it from here. You pillaged this continent. But fine, keep it. From here on out, we will take care of ourselves. No, enemy number 1. So what? Like, I don't like this word funding. I do not like it. They owe us money. They owe us reparations, and they need to give us.
How should it be called if it's not funding? If they're giving us money,
it is them giving us back what they owe. So basically, they're returning a debt. They're paying back a debt.
Comrade, don't be too much polite on that one. They do not owe us. We didn't lend them.
That's the thing. They stole.
They are thieves.
Yeah.
Let's be clear about that.
We did not lend them. Exactly. So for them to come back and say, we are funding you, we are funding this meeting, so we want to sit at the table. No. Give us back our money and then walk away.